Investors, today I want to discuss SCHD, or rather the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, which has ultimately become the most popular dividend ETF amongst all dividend investors, likely for a multitude of reasons, but predominantly because of its performance since inception back in 2011, which has returned roughly 13% to shareholders on an annual basis, which is great considering the market typically averages 7% returns to investors. But before I get into SCHD, break down the fund, share the strong suits and my opinion on it, I'm Ari, your dividend investor here on YouTube, sharing all the need-to-know economic insights on a weekly basis and new dividend stock ideas to drive you more passive dividend income. So if that's something that you're looking for, definitely join me here for each new video. But without further ado, let's dive right in. So first things first, when it comes to SCHD, we are of course talking about an exchange traded fund, or an ETF for short, which will allow you to invest into a basket of funds as opposed to trying to pick a winner over and over again, which I hope is not a secret to you by now that that's just next to impossible to do. Therefore, we as investors can plug in and power up our investment portfolios with ETFs for safety, reliability, and ultimately guaranteed profitability, if of course you're invested into the right ETF. And I will share with you, especially to those newer investors out there, not all ETFs are created equal. So please don't be fooled. A matter of fact, it was Jack Bogle, after all, the founder of Vanguard, but more importantly, the mastermind of such magical funds, who said it best.
So fine, and fine for any broad market index fund, in which I would include the total bond market with some limitations, the total U.S. stock market, the S&P 500, international, and even if you want to put a little chunk into emerging market funds, all total market funds. So the idea of investing with the fruits and nuts is just, we had, when these funds started, somebody brought out, I don't think this is much of a name, by the way, a fund called Emerging Cancer ETF. And first of all, it should have been curing emergency cancer or something. It sounded like they were hoping everybody would get emerging cancer. And I criticized that particularly in an article I wrote about ETFs in the Wall Street Journal. And the guy who started it wrote me I thought a kind of plaintive letter. And he said, look, I deserve the same chance to try my ideas as you deserve when you started the first index fund. Well, is there a difference between selling quality and selling junk in your first idea? So I guess I gave him a nice answer. Go for it, man. Emerging cancer is long gone.
Just invest into a broad market fund that covers your bases, because if you don't, which leads me to the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, which really does allow an investor to invest with confidence and a real sense of safety into the market, thanks to its goal of closely tracking as much as possible before fees and expenses the total return of the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index. And ultimately, they're selecting stocks to include into the fund for the fundamental strength relative to all of its peers. But before I dive into SCHD's profile, if this video is delivering you value at any point in time, the only way for me to measure that is for a viewer like yourself to tap on that thumbs up button. So if you tap on that thumbs up button, then I'll know to keep creating content just like this. And then we can reach more dividend investors. So again, just one tap on that thumbs up button to let me know how I'm doing. With that, we're going to get back to it here and breaking down SCHD's fund profile, with SCHD currently consisting of 104 holdings, totaling more than $49 billion worth of net assets. And for a better sense of the type of quality underneath the SCHD hood, we can sift through its top 10 holdings to find industry leader after industry leader. I mean, companies that have been around dominating their respective industries for decades, like healthcare giant Amgen, IT and networking leader Cisco, followed by another healthcare player, AbbVie, then Home Depot, our home improvement retailer, and of course the popular semiconductor manufacturer Broadcom, with the next handful of holdings equally as powerful, from Chevron to Merck, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Texas Instruments. Now, ultimately, they're covering a multitude of sectors with industrials and healthcare, as well as the financial and consumer staple sectors, before spreading itself out 12.5% of its weight into the tech sector. Now, as an investor, and a dividend investor more specifically, I see green flag after green flag because I'm not looking to take a quantum leap of risk to, as I always share, get rich by Tuesday. My approach is about consistently generating income. And of course, with SCHD, while we won't receive dividends on a monthly basis, investing into this fund will allow us to receive quarterly income, to which SCHD has a current dividend yield coming in at 3.53%, equating to an annual payout ratio per share of $2.60. But here's where you really want to focus as a dividend investor: the growth rate. And with SCHD, as of this video, it has a 5-year growth rate of 13.92% with 11 years worth of steady growth. Now, compare that to some of the top dividend stocks out there. The most popular ones, like the Johnson & Johnson growth rate here at 5.92%, or the Procter & Gamble growth rate coming in at 5.68%, or even Realty Income, everyone's favorite dividend stock with a growth rate of just 3.71%. Again, just further making the case for SCHD and why, as a dividend investor, you should be invested into SCHD, or at least using it to complement your portfolio. But let's now talk about SCHD's performance, because that's what we're really here for, isn't it? Well, if we go back 10 years ago, and we had the ability to invest $10,000 into SCHD while reinvesting all the dividends and the capital back into the fund, we would be sitting on roughly $30,019 today. That's a 200% return, my friends, and you'll also have done so without needing to lose a night worth of sleep, as we have experienced a ton of market mayhem since 2011, but you wouldn't have felt it. But now, what about today? Well, here we are when it comes to SCHD, currently trading for $73.76 per share, which is down by less than 1% on the year. Not too shabby for the amount of uncertainty out there, but now check this out. It's up by 6.63% from this time last year, and up over 63% from 5 years ago. And looking further into the future, analysts are still projecting even more upside for the fund. Over 12% worth of it, coming up to a share price of $82.65 per share. But if that all sounds too good to be true, let me just give you some of the drawbacks that I'm coming up with right off the tip of my tongue here. The first of which is the expense ratio, which is not the biggest of deals, but something to at least be aware of. Nothing in life is free, and with SCHD, you're going to be paying 0.06% of an expense ratio, meaning for every 10 grand within the fund, Mr. Schwab's going to go ahead and take his $6 cut. And now I do want to be very clear in sharing that SCHD probably won't be your JEPI or JEPQ with an absurd run-up or monthly income. However, all things considered, from where we were economically a month or so ago to where we are today and looking ahead, when it comes to SCHD, I am very bullish on the fund, and while it didn't necessarily see the tech sector type of returns, SCHD is going to be the slow and steady fund that you can rely on tomorrow, and likely rely on for your entire investment career. But now I want to know your thoughts on SCHD. Let me know by commenting down below, and if you enjoyed this video, well, you're going to love the insights of this one as well. But before you click away, please remember to tap on that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss a single video.